Hey guys, so returning to the podcast, the SorgCast podcast, and I thought I'd go ahead and hit this up. Ooh, WrestleMania. While I was packing up, then I get to kill two birds with one stone as Chachi waits for me upstairs smoking so I can take him home. CTO. And you're maybe looking at my belly button. I'm not entirely sure how this angle is working. But, really good night. We had Mr. Norm Hulsman in here tonight, in studio. He works right over the hill in Green Tree, so, why not bring him on? So, I didn't realize I need to clean the studio a little bit more. But other than that, it was a great time with him. I discovered new hardware problems. This stuff is all loose. I think I just need to buy all new wires for a lot of stuff on here. Dave Lagana from IWantWrestling.com, Ring of Honor, director, producer. I don't know. I saw it both ways. I know he was directing this past weekend at the iPreview. Man, fit right in with the attitude of the Wrestling Mayhem show. So I was very happy to have him on. I'm hoping we can have him again. I really wish we had more time to really get into it, but he's a big on social media and wrestling and what he can do with it. And it goes right along with what I'm trying to do, just on a grander level with a bigger product, than I produce here, obviously. But definitely something to follow if you're into social media is what's going on there. Just to see how an industry is using it, I think. Charlie Sheen. I'm really glad I watched one video on Charlie Sheen today to at least have some grip on what was going on tonight. The Charlie Sheen quotes were flying and somehow got a little bit worked into the title. So yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is basically my night. I come down here, I record. We set up whatever I had to drag in here from a weekend. Like we had the big camera packed up for my Friday job and up at doing wrestling in West Newton, PA. Tripods from baristas last night. Thankfully, I have Chachi to help with that stuff. A little bit less that I have to worry about. I like him being behind the helm for Awesome Cast. A little awkward. I don't know what it was on my end. I don't think I got as punchy as last week. Probably because we were worried about the time thing with our interview for the Mayhem show. But because we had a very specific window, I get content with our podcast. That's why if you see a string where we have the same few people for several weeks at a time, because I'm content and I'm comfortable, and I need to stop doing that so we have guests and more interesting shows and maybe more midgets calling me an asshole for this year. Other than that, great show, and we're out. I need to go upstairs, drag my computer up, edit 2 shows, and we're going to have Chachi Day proclamation tomorrow. Stay tuned here.